Meaningless world engenders fear. This is so important because you keep writing the meaning of everything that you see external to you onto the world, which means you're filling it full of images and stories and strifes and struggles and interpersonal dramas that actually aren't even there. You're populating your world with a multitude of mayhem and are feeling internal and extreme conflict as a result. Never mind the overt external conflict that's going on around you, reported in the news or just in the dramas of your own life. So how do we stop that? Well, we want to look at that one lesson. A meaningless world engenders fear. Now, why does a meaningless world engender fear? A meaningless world engenders fear because in that stillness, in that silence, in that pause, the ego is terrified that you'll notice that it has no value whatsoever. It's afraid that you'll notice in that pause and in that presence that all is well, that everything is actually okay, and will question its value, will question its interpretive, read judgmental, value for the world, its expertise, its logical thinking, its ability to access the past for answers. It's scared that if you live for a moment, have a moment of grace in your life, you'll start to question why you needed to go back to that attitude in the mind at all of circumspect, calculating, figuring it out, taking an attitude, having a plan. Having a plan. So it really wants you to pause and step back. Never. It just doesn't want you to do that ever. It really wants you on a hamster wheel, running. And it's afraid of quiet. It's afraid of stillness. It's afraid of you noticing that the world is meaningless, according to the ego's guidelines, because a meaningless world engenders fear. Now, the truth is that beyond this world I see, there is a world I want. There is a meaning, a singular purpose that the Spirit has written as the answer given by God to this dream of confusion and distress and belief in separation. An answer was given the very moment there could even have been an idea that there was a problem. And that answer is the Holy Spirit, and that singular purpose is forgiveness. So once you apply the singular purpose to everything you're looking upon, it gets very easy to, in a relaxed way, decide between this versus that without using your past discernment methods. This person versus that person, this way to go versus that way to go. Suddenly, choice is not in form. You have one singular choice, and that is, what is it for? And purpose is the only way that you can align this new decision for forgiveness across the board in your life. What is it for? What is it for? So it's not a question of this or that. The question is, what is it for? And what best serves the purpose of forgiveness? And of course, the acknowledgement is that I don't have the discernment to know what that would be. And so I pray and I ask. There's no faster way to upend the ego's plan for your life than to pause and pray. And if you've never read the Song of Prayer from A Course in Miracles, then it is a most beautiful meditation during this winter time to do. Just sit back, take it out. It's at the back of the new books. And if you don't have one of those, you can easily order it online. I'll put the link below. And just sit back and relax into that everything is given, that the song and prayer of your heart is known, and that you don't need to do this OCD, obsessive compulsive response to the world to keep trying to correct it to get it to be the way you want it, because that will never make you happy. If you simply learn to step back and notice the incongruence in your own heart and mind, notice the distress and how you're trying to figure out what it all means and make it all mean something and make it all a cohesive plan to reinforce your self-concept, to reinforce the ego and the fact that you need logic and the past to survive, that you need to be clever and smart in this world and know something and have resources of your own self. Wow. It's exhausting just talking about it. Or you can step back, accept that you don't know, that you don't understand, and simply pray and ask for help in seeing what truly serves in every moment. Which is in purpose, rather than which of these do I want to choose based on a self-concept and an idea of myself wanting to be a good person in the world. What will truly serve the whole? What will truly serve the whole? And it will be miraculous for you. You'll be surprised at what it is. But you have to pause for a moment from writing your meaning upon the world in order for this new and singular and beneficial for the whole singular purpose of forgiveness can be given to you. Then it just becomes like mother's milk. It becomes effortless. It's like, oh, what would forgiveness do now? And the Spirit will show you straight away. And it will be an ease and a grace with which you will go clueless, carefree, and cared for through your life. And it's a way in which all of that deep inner attitude of struggle that we've spoken about slowly, gently slocks off. And when it comes up in awareness and that conflict is there, you'll very quickly see that the reason that conflict is there is because you're writing upon the world an egoic drama and answer to explain why things are happening. It's really just, it's like a flat world theology where the world is flat, and if you're not careful, you can fall off the edge. You don't want to orientate yourself to space and time for your answers. You want to orientate yourself to the miracle. And the truth will be written before you, plain and simple as it's always been. Anything complicated is of the ego. Any maniacal mental gymnastics that you have to do to be good with something needs to be questioned. Step back, allow yourself to see through and for and what is really occurring beyond your own interpretation and beliefs and desires about the situation. And then it will be very simple, and how to proceed will be very simple, and following that guidance will be actually relaxing for you and not a scourge. So, a meaningless world engenders fear, but there isn't a meaningless world. God did not create a meaningless world. The experience of life that has been given to you is full of purpose and meaning, but it's singular, it's not multiple. And this is a world of duality and multiplicity and seeming options and belief in choice. And that is where the distress is coming from, that there could be one way or another. And in truth, there's only one way. There's only one way to experience that you're back home, safe, and all is well. And that's by surrendering your ideas and beliefs about where you are and what's happening. So it happens slowly and gently and bit by bit, as safe as you feel, to offer up to the Spirit another thing for question and be relieved of illusions. Be relieved of dreams, of fantasies that are causing you distress. And that's all it is. A meaningless world engenders fear. And that's where that low-level, weird attitude in the mind and that deep conflict is constantly coming from. Because what the Spirit is presenting you when you are asked to follow guidance is a way of seeing that conflict. And so initially, sometimes we experience it as if it's conflictual to follow guidance. But it's conflictual to want to suppress the desires and beliefs that are there and not allow them into awareness and allow them to be relieved every time we do embark upon following guidance. Because the guidance is just to reassure you that there is a meaningful world. Beyond this world, there is a world you want. And when that's restored to your awareness, it's a falling away of all that's not true. Falling away of all that's not for you. It never was. So you didn't fail at anything. You can just very happily let it go.